Be me, Naomi 29. Feel like I'm pushing 65. Staring into the bathroom mirror at 2 a.m. Fluorescent bulb overhead is flickering. Sounds like an angry hornet trapped in glass. Look at my eyes. Dark circles so deep they have their own zip codes. Skin the color of uncooked dough. There's a gray hair standing straight up from my part. It's thick and wiry, like a copper wire stripped of insulation. I don't even pluck it anymore, just kind of pet it. It's my trophy for surviving the last 3 years. Turn off the light, walk into the hallway. Floorboards creak, avoid the squeaky spot on the third plank. Muscle memory. House is silent except for the fridge humming, and the sound of my husband Philip snoring in the guest room. He's not in the guest room because we're fighting. Well, we are fighting. But he's in there because tonight is a solo autonomy night, according to the spreadsheet. I hate the spreadsheet. I hate the color coding. I hate that I know what compersion means. Check on the kids. Henry is 3. Clara is 1. Sleeping like tiny drunk angels. Clara has her fists clutched around a plastic dinosaur. Henry has kicked all his blankets off, pulled a fleece over him. It has cartoon trucks on it. Smell his hair. Smells like baby shampoo and milk. Chest tightens. This is why I stayed. This is why I broke my own brain. Walk to the kitchen. Open the fridge. Stare at the milk carton. There's a sticky note on it. Green Sharpie. Please replace if you finish. Intentionality matters. Philip's handwriting. He uses smiley faces like passive-aggressive daggers. Close the fridge. Don't even drink the milk. Sit at the kitchen table in the dark. Phone lights up. Notification from the village. That's the group chat name. Philip picked it. It takes a village, Naomi. Message from Brittany, EF1. Hey team, just flagging that the calendar for next week looks sparse on Philip time. Let's communicate needs A3. It is 2:14 a.m. Put the phone face down. Let's rewind. How did I get here? How did I become an administrative assistant to my own husband's libido? Flashback 3 years. Philip and I are married. He's a project manager for a tech startup. Talks in buzzwords. Everything is a deliverable or a pain point. When we met, he told me he was poly. I told him I was mono. We broke up. Classic story. Painful but clean. 2 months later, he comes back. Standing in the rain like a rom-com protagonist. Holding a soaked cardboard box of my stuff he forgot to give back. Tells me he chooses me. Tells me love is about sacrifice. Tells me I am his primary stakeholder. I swoon. I am 26 and stupid. We get married. Have Henry. Life is chaotic but good. Lots of IKEA furniture assembly. Lots of ordering Thai food on Fridays. Lots of, babe, have you seen my keys? Normal misery. The good kind. Then Clara comes along. I am postpartum, leaking fluids from everywhere. Hormones crashing like the stock market in 1929. Haven't slept in 4 days. Philip comes home from work. He's wearing his serious face. The one he uses when the dev team misses a sprint goal. Sits on the edge of the bed. I'm breastfeeding Clara. Feeling like a dairy cow with anxiety. He sighs. Takes a deep breath. Says Naomi, I feel like we've drifted from our core values. I ask if he means we need to order less takeout. He says no. He says he needs to reopen the architecture of our relationship. Says he feels stifled. Says monogamy is a legacy system that isn't scaling. I start crying. Not cute crying, ugly sobbing. Snot on the baby's head. He hands me a tissue. Doesn't hug me. Says, I need you to hold space for my truth right now. Says he's already decided. Says if I don't like it, I can opt out of the marriage. I look at Clara. Look at Henry playing with blocks in the corner. Look at our bank account. He makes $120,000. I make 0. I dropped out of my master's program to raise the kids. He told me to. Said, invest in the family infrastructure. I am trapped. I say okay. Voice sounds like it's coming from underwater. He smiles. Looks relieved. Says, I knew you'd understand. You're so evolved. Kisses my forehead. Goes to the gym. I sit there for 3 hours until the sun goes down. Fast forward 6 months. Enter Brittany. Girlfriend. 1. She's 24. Works at a crystal shop or a yoga studio or something. Smells like patchouli and judgment. Philip brings her home for dinner. To normalize the dynamic. She brings a casserole. It's vegan and gluten-free and joy-free. Tastes like wet cardboard and sadness. She looks at my messy living room. Toys everywhere. Laundry mountain on the sofa. Says, wow, I admire how you prioritize chaos. It's very grounding. I want to throw the casserole at her head. Philip is beaming. Looks like he just launched a successful app. Holding hands with her under the table. I see it. Pretend I don't. Feed Henry his mac and cheese. Dissociate hard. Feel like I'm floating on the ceiling looking down. Who is that sad woman in the spit-up stained shirt? Oh wait, it's me. 6 months later. Enter Madison. Girlfriend, 2. She's even younger. Maybe 22. Art student. Very chaotic energy. Wears oversized sweaters and boots. Thinks Philip is a daddy figure. Gross. She comes over. Accidentally knocks over a vase. Laughs it off. Oopsie, I'm such a Gemini. Philip thinks it's adorable. If I broke a vase, it would be a resource management issue. Now there are 3 of us. The harem. Philip calls it the constellation. I call it hell. Philip implements the system. He loves systems. Sets up a shared Google Calendar. Color-coded, blue for work, green for Brittany, purple for Madison, red for family/me. Sends a mass email to all of us. Subject: Scheduling Protocol V1 Burso. Attaches a PDF document. 5 pages. Rules of engagement. Rule 1. No veto power. Rule 2. Total transparency. Rule 3. The women must initiate scheduling dates. He claims this empowers us. Says, I don't want to be the gatekeeper of my own time. I want to be pursued. Says it validates his desirability. I read the email on my phone while changing a blowout diaper. Laughed so hard I almost dropped the wipes. He wants us to fight for slots. Like he's a spin class with limited capacity. Brittany takes it seriously. She books Tuesday and Thursday nights immediately. Recurring event. Mindful connection with Philip. Madison is sporadic. Books random Friday nights. Drinks and vibe. I do nothing. I simply do not open the calendar. Philip notices after 2 weeks. Comes into the kitchen. I'm washing bottles, hands deep in hot, soapy water. He leans against the counter. I noticed you haven't blocked out any time for us this month. I scrub a nipple ring aggressively. I'm busy, Philip. Too busy for your husband? For the father of your children? Yes. He sighs. You're being resistant to the process, Naomi. You need to lean in. Lean into what? Booking an appointment to sleep with my husband? It's about intention. If you don't schedule it, it shows you don't value it. I rinse the bottle. Okay, Philip, I'll look at the calendar. I don't look at the calendar. Months pass. I live in a haze. Wake up. Feed kids. Clean house. Philip goes to work. Philip comes home. Changes shirt. Sprays cologne. Leaves for date night. I stay home. Watch Netflix. Eat cereal for dinner. Sleep in the middle of the bed. It's lonely. But it's also quiet. Peaceful. No one asking me where their charger is. No one critiquing how I loaded the dishwasher. I start to enjoy the nights he's gone. Brittany and Madison are doing me a favor. They are outsourcing the emotional labor of dealing with Philip. I should send them a thank you card, maybe a fruit basket. Conflict escalates. Philip is home on a Wednesday. No one booked him. He's pacing the living room. I'm folding laundry. Watching a documentary about cults. Ironic. He stops in front of the TV. Can we talk? Pause the TV. What's up? I feel neglected, Naomi. Oh? You haven't booked a date night in 3 months. I've been busy with the kids. Brittany works full-time, and she books time. Madison has classes, and she books time. You're just at home. Just at home. Rage spike. Control it. Philip, the rule is that we have to plan it. I don't have the bandwidth to plan a date. Then we just won't spend time together? I guess not. He turns red. This is manipulation. You're weaponizing your passivity. He pulls out the therapy words. You are stonewalling me. You are refusing to engage in the dyad. I pick up a pair of tiny socks. Fold them into a ball. Philip, you said you wanted options. You have options. Go call Brittany. Brittany is at a retreat. I want my wife. Well, Your wife is tired. And your rules say you can't initiate. So, sorry? He storms out. Sleeps in the guest room. I sleep like a rock. Dream about living in a lighthouse alone. The turning point. My mom calls. Carol. She's a force of nature. Short, stout, hairspray painted into a helmet of steel. Takes no prisoners. Naomi, how are the grandbabies? They're good, Mom. And how is the idiot? She hates Philip. Has hated him since the wedding. Said he had shiftless eyes. He's fine, Mom. Listen, I have news. I got that transfer. Mom works for the state. Administrative queen. Knows where all the bodies are buried and which form you need to file to exhume them. You're moving here, better? I'm moving to your city. Found a place 3 blocks from you. Heart stops. Really? Yes. 2-bedroom apartment, rent controlled. Don't ask how I got it. I pulled strings. Pause. Naomi, it has a 2nd bedroom. Nice size. Gets morning sun. Silence on the line. She knows. She always knows. Mom, I can't. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying I'm lonely. I could use help with the rent, and I miss my grandkids. If you ever needed a place to study. Study. Right. I've been trying to finish my degree online. 1 class a semester. Slowest pace possible. I'll think about it. Don't think too long. I move in next month. Philip decides we need a State of the Union meeting. Sunday morning. Kids are watching cartoons. He sets up a whiteboard in the living room. Literally a whiteboard. Writes emotional KPIs at the top. I am drinking coffee out of a mug that says, Mommy needs wine. I hate the mug. Brittany gave it to me. Philip starts presenting. Our intimacy metrics are down. Our communication latency is up. He draws a graph. It's trending down. I've been doing some self-work, he says, and I realize that my needs aren't being met in the primary nest. Okay. I say, I think we need to integrate the polycule more. Remove the barriers. Stomach drops. What does that mean? I want to host a weekly dinner. All of us. Brittany, Madison, you, me. The kids. No, Naomi, you're being closed-minded. I don't want to eat dinner with your girlfriends, Philip. They are part of my family. That makes them part of yours. No, it doesn't. Jai, I need you to be more fluid. Rigidity is the enemy of love. He circles the word fluidity on the whiteboard. Red marker squeaks. If you can't commit to this, I don't know if we're aligned. Threat implied. He thinks I have nowhere to go. He thinks I'm stuck, financially dependent, emotionally broken. He's right about the broken part, wrong about the stuck part. I apply for a job, city records clerk. Saw the posting on a telephone pole while walking Henry to the park. Entry level. Requires attention to detail and ability to tolerate dust. I interview with a woman named Eileen. She looks like a bulldog in a cardigan. Office is in the basement of City Hall. Stacks of boxes everywhere. Smells like mildew and bureaucracy. Eileen looks at my resume. Gap here. 3 years. What were you doing? Managing a household. Resolving conflicts. Logistics. She looks over her glasses. Kids? 2. Husband? Unfortunately, she snorts. A dry hacking sound. Can you alphabetize? Yes. Can you lift 20 pounds? I lift a 30-pound toddler all day. You're hired. Start Monday. 8:30 a.m. sharp. Don't be late. I hate late. Salary is not great, but it's money. My money. Real money. I walk out of the basement. Sunlight hits my face. Feels different. Feels like hope. Feels like hope. Tell Philip I got a job. He frowns. Is that wise, with your studies and the kids? Mom is moving here. She's going to watch them. Your mom? Carol? He pales. He is terrified of Carol. Once she corrected his grammar at Thanksgiving and he didn't speak for an hour. Yes, she wants to help. Well, we need to discuss how this impacts the schedule. Your availability will decrease. I'll manage. You need to update the calendar. Put your work block in gray. Gray is for administrative tasks. I nod. Sure, Philip. Gray, start the job. It's boring. It's repetitive. I love it. I file birth certificates. I file death certificates. The circle of life in manila folders. I have a desk. I have a stapler. Mine. Not shared. Philip can't color code my stapler. I eat lunch alone in the break room. Bad vending machine coffee. Tastes like battery acid. Best coffee I've ever had. First paycheck hits. Open a new bank account. Online. Don't tell Philip. Direct deposit. Watch the number go from 0 to something. It's a small number, but it's mine. Philip is getting agitated. He senses me pulling away. Not the usual depression pulling away. Active pulling away. He tries to love bomb. Brings me flowers. Lilies. I'm allergic to lilies. He knows this. Or he knew it 3 years ago. Babe, I picked these up for you. Just wanted to show appreciation. I put them in a vase. Sneeze immediately. Thanks, Philip. See? I'm trying. I'm doing the work. Yep. Brittany thinks we should do a couples tantra workshop, just the two of us, to reconnect. I have to work. On the weekend, Mom needs help unpacking. You're prioritizing your mother over our marriage. She's family Philip. So am I. I am your primary. He yells this in the kitchen, holding a spatula, making scrambled eggs for himself. He doesn't make enough for me. Calculates the protein intake for his gym gains exactly. I stare at him. He looks ridiculous. Grown man, wearing a t-shirt that says, "Good vibes only." Screaming about being primary. I realize I don't love him, not even a little bit. The realization is quiet, like a book closing in another room. Just done. The escalation. Group chat blows up. Brittany again. Hey guys, serious talk. I feel a lot of negative energy in the polycule. I think Naomi is blocking the flow. Madison chimes in. Yeah, the vibes are off, / maybe we need a clearing session? Philip adds. Agreed. Naomi, we're calling a mandatory house meeting tonight. 8 p.m., be there. I am at work, staring at a death certificate from 1942. Cause of death, misadventure. I feel that. Text back. Can't. Working late. Philip replies. This is unacceptable. You are sabotaging the dynamic. If you don't come, we are going to have to reassess your status in the hierarchy. Reassess my status. What am I? A junior developer? I put the phone down. Call my mom. Is the room ready? Bed's made. Sheets are clean. When are you coming? Soon. How soon? Philip is going on vacation next week, right? The boys' trip to Vegas? Yeah. That one. Good time to move. Yeah. The week of the exit. Philip is packing for Vegas. He's excited, going with his bros. Probably going to try to pick up girls using lines about ethical non-monogamy. He packs his suitcase. Very organized. Packing cubes. Lectures me before he leaves. Naomi, while I'm gone, I want you to really meditate on what you want. When I come back, we need to restructure. I can't keep pouring from an empty cup. He looks at me expecting me to beg. Expecting me to cry and promise to do better. I just look at him. Dead eyes. Okay, Philip, have a safe flight. He hesitates, maybe sees something in my face, brushes it off. Ego too big to see the cliff. Kisses the kids. Daddy will be back soon. Be good for mommy. Walks out the door. Gets in the Uber. I watch the car disappear around the corner. Wait 2 minutes. Exhale. Breath shudders out of me. Okay. Go time. Call mom. He's gone. I'm on my way. Uncle Ron is coming with his truck. Uncle Ron, mom's brother, 7 feet tall, silent, scariest man alive, gentlest soul. Arrives in a beaten-up Ford F-150. Doesn't say a word, just hands me a roll of heavy-duty trash bags. We start packing. Ruthless efficiency. Clothes first. Kids' toys. Kitchen essentials. Leave the furniture. It's all IKEA anyway. Leave the wedding photos. Leave the gifts he gave me. Leave the mug that says, "Mommy needs wine." Smash it in the trash, actually. Felt good. Find something while packing. Bottom drawer of his desk. Looking for our passports. Find a binder. Labeled Relationship Agreements. Curious. Open it. It's not just us. It's drafts. Drafts of rules for other women. Potential women. Profiles. Printed out Tinder profiles with notes written on them in red pen. Pros: flexible, low self-esteem, good earner. Cons: clingy. Opinions: dog owner. He vetted them like cattle. He targeted me, targeted Brittany, targeted Madison. We weren't partners, we were acquisitions. Stomach turns. Vomit a little in my mouth. Swallow it. Fuel for the fire. Take the passports. Take the birth certificates. Take the social security cards. Take the hard drive with the family photos. Leave the rest. Mom is in the kitchen packing food. You taking the spices? No. Good. They're old anyway. Buy fresh. Ron is carrying boxes down the stairs, 3 at a time. He pauses at the door. Points to Philip's gaming console. Taking that? No. Ron nods approval. We work for 6 hours, sweat dripping down my back. Kids are at Mom's place with a neighbor. House gets emptier and emptier. It starts to echo. Sound of my footsteps changes, from thud to clip-clop. It sounds like a house waiting for new people, or a house dying. Last walk through. Sunset. Orange light filtering through the blinds. Dust motes dancing in the air. Walk into the bedroom. Bed is stripped. Mattress looks stained and sad. Closet is half empty. Philip's side is full. Color-coded shirts. My side is bare hangers, clicking together in the AC draft. Ghostly sound. Walk to the bathroom. Mirror is still there, still flickering. Look at myself. Still tired. Still gray. But eyes are different. Harder. Sharper. Took a lipstick. Red. Wrote on the mirror. Calendar updated. Availability: never. Childish? Yes. Satisfying? God, yes. The logistics of leaving. Email draft. Saved in drafts for 3 days. Open it on my phone. Standing in the driveway. Uncle Ron is revving the truck. Mom is in the passenger seat riding shotgun. She looks like a general after a successful campaign. Read the email one last time. Subject: resignation. Philip, I am leaving. Don't come look for me. Don't call. Mom has the kids. We are safe. I've contacted a lawyer. You wanted autonomy. You have it, all of it. Enjoy the silence. Naomi, hit send, block his number, block Brittany, block Madison, leave the group chat. Phone buzzes. You have left the village. Delete the Google Calendar app, icon vanishes. Feels like taking off a tight corset. Get in the truck, smells like old leather and peppermint. Ron looks at me in the rearview mirror. Good, good, he puts it in gear. We pull away, watch the house shrink in the side mirror. Just a box, just wood and drywall. Not a prison anymore. Turn forward, road stretches out. Street lights flickering on. Mom reaches back, squeezes my hand. Her hand is rough and warm. Hungry? She asks. Starving. I made lasagna. It's at the apartment. Real lasagna? Meat, cheese, gluten. None of that vegan crap. I smile. Face feels weird. Haven't smiled for real in a long time. Muscles are stiff. Lean head against the cool window. Close eyes. Vibration of the truck engine in my bones. Tomorrow I have to go to work. File papers. Deal with Eileen. Pay bills. Fight for custody. Deal with Philip's inevitable meltdown. Deal with the rage and love bomb cycle. It's going to be hard. It's going to be messy. But for the first time in 3 years, the calendar is blank, and I'm the one holding the pen. Arrive at Mom's apartment building. Brick. Solid. Lights on in the windows. Ron parks. Kill the engine. Silence. Not the lonely silence of the house. Expectant silence. Open the door. Step onto the pavement. Air is cool. Hear a siren in the distance. Hear a dog barking. Life happening. Grab a box. Ron grabs 3. Mom grabs the bag with the lasagna. Walk up the stairs. Keys in hand. Metal bites into my palm. Real keys, to a real lock, to a real life. Unlock the door. Kids are inside. Hear Henry running. Mommy, drop the box. Catch him. Solid weight. Smell his hair. He's real, I'm real. Kick the door shut behind me. Lock clicks. Sound of a vault closing. Safe.